In this video, I'm going to give you what I think is a fantastic slice quick fix. Now, quick fixes are not always great. They don't always last for a very long time. But if you're going out in the next round of golf and you've had a horrendous last week, you just want to get yourself right. You want to get yourself enjoying it a bit more. Quick fix is all about being able to affect the swing path without having to give yourself 2 or 3 major swing thoughts in doing so. Now, a lot of the times I see golfers setting up with their feet square or squarish to the target and the shoulders open to the target. Now, if you're a slicer, the chances are you're swinging left, or sorry, swinging open to the target, and with the face obviously being open then to path or target, will slice away to the wrong side. So 2 things I want you to try and do is affect your lead shoulder and your lead foot, but I want to make sure that you keep the golf club at the target. If you swing naturally for a right-handed golfer to the left of the target and you curve it to the right, what I want you to do, I want you to set the golf club as close as you can to the target line. So what I would often do is stand behind the golf ball, pick something out in front of the ball. Okay, so there we go, just in front of the ball there. I've picked out a little bit of grass. Club goes in 90-degree angle to that piece of grass. I take my setup, and what I'm going to do with my feet, I'm going to point my feet at that piece of grass as well. Okay, not quite directly at it, but further up. Okay, so I'm going to point my feet at the target or slightly right of target. So not parallel, I'm going to go at the target, kind of slash slightly right of target, just for a bit more of a feel. And what I'm also going to do with my shoulders is, rather than be parallel to target, they're going to go level with my feet. And I'm not going to forget, my hips are going to go there as well. So my shoulders, my hips, my knees, my feet are all pointing directly at or slightly to the right of target. And my golf club is also pointing there. So rather than having the train tracks, the 2 parallel lines, I'm almost creating a V. Okay, so I'm basically creating a V within my setup, and that's what's going to help me get the golf club a little bit more around my body. And for slices, that's probably been a little bit more on plane. And if I can keep the golf club again working down the line of the feet, then there's more of a chance of down the line of my body, there's more of a chance that you can keep the golf club again on plane relative to target. Now, if you are a chronic slicer that goes this way and you're still going over the top, then my argument to you straight away is that you're not going to slice it anywhere near as much. You're going to affect the golf swing enough that you still won't slice it every single time. And no golfer on this planet is consistent. We all want consistency, but consistency means being able to repeat the same thing over and over again. If you can make this little quick fix, improve your slice. So let's say you drop it from a 30-yard slice to a 20-yard slice, you're already a better golfer. If you can slice it 10 yards, then you're an even better golfer again. And if you can slice it 10 yards every single time you get onto the golf hole, then I tell you something, you'll never hit the ball the other way. So that's fine. So you've got 1 miss and you've got 1 good shot, and that is consistency in golf. Okay, it doesn't have to be, we don't have to have absolute perfection. We want more consistency in golf, and little quick fixes like this, they do help mask issues. Okay, we all have golf swing issues. They never go away. It never gets to a perfect. Okay, but if you are going on the golf course and you've got yourself into that situation where you've got like 1,000 swing thoughts, is there anything worse? Because I know that there's so much information on the internet right now of how you can cure your slice. The one thing I ask everybody watching this, if you are a slicer, is why do you slice it? Do you know exactly why you slice it? Because I could tell you, is it your grip? Is it your setup? Is it your takeaway? Is it your transition? Is it the releasing of the club? Is it the releasing of the trail arm? Is it the early rotation of the lower body? Is it the extension of the lower body? Is it the poor weight distribution from toes to feet? Is it the poor weight distribution from lead foot to trail foot? There's a million ways, okay? I named about 1% of them as to why you could slice the golf ball. So please, please, please understand your golf swing as to why you make the faults so you can change them. But for me, this is a really good quick fix to be able just to kind of realign your body to help you figure out what might be causing it. Because if it is a swing pattern and a transitional issue, which to be fair, the majority of the time it can be, then I often then argue, I'll always argue with myself, but if there's a transitional issue, it's probably is it because the takeaway was too flat? See, there's many ways we can go about this, but if you do have a flat takeaway and a poor transition, what this has done has masked it a little bit, okay? If you've got a poor transition just because you've got a poor transition, again, this will help you mask it to an extent as well. It's also going to help you square the face up and maybe strengthen the face. So I would rather see, if you're a golfer that swings it slightly over the top, and for right-handed golfers, if you swing it open to the left, you should hit the golf ball left. Okay, if you swing left, the ball has to go left. And that's another thing you should try and do is, again, you could even aim to the right of target, knowing you swing it over the top. You've got to hit the golf ball left of where you're aiming. You can't go further right. So this is why I like this little V drill, because you set the club into target, you set your feet at the target, you turn your chest, your hips and your shoulders at the target. Everything is technically closed to parallel. And just like that, I've hit a nice pull to the left of my target. Lovely strike on the green. Oh, pure divot on a very, very wet UK grass. It is, the weather here, by the way, is horrendous. It is, where are we? Middle of April. It should be coming into summer. It feels like it's regressed to December, so pray for us here in the UK. Guys, thank you very much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed the video. If you have, please do like and subscribe. If you're enjoying like quick fix tips like this, please do let me know, because there's millions that we could do that can help your game, because there are golfers out there that don't necessarily want or need to go out and change the golf swing, and they're desperate for the McIlroy golf swing. You just need to play more effective golf. Okay, so if something like that can make you hit the green in regulation, or get closer to the green in regulation, or if you're a fatter or a thinner, you just get slightly better at kind of striking it, your scores will lower. So tips like this can make a huge difference, but I will never say that it will cure your golf game, because there ain't any such thing as curing your golf game. We just go out, whack it, chase it, and love it. Guys, thanks for watching. See you next time.